So here's our update for this finished basement project. So we opened up this wall. So we're going to put a nice set of balusters and railing here. We're going to keep the switch the same here. This is going to run the whole side, but instead of it running all the lights in the basement that you see, it's just going to run this finished area. So we're going to have a left-hand in-swing door here. We'll have a switch here, and it'll run a bunch of keyless. We're going to add a bunch of keyless and make this nice and bright. And then that's going to be a three-way switch instead. And we're going to run the other end of the three-way switch here to a two-gang. So we're going to have a two-gang box here. And since there's going to be a wall here going to the bathroom, this is going to be kind of a dark little hallway here, as you can see. So we're going to have a single pole switch here just for the hallway. I'm going to add an outlet here just in case you need a vacuum. The whole wall will be built here, but since it's not framed, we're just going to add one to here. Normal code outlet specs. Each column is going to get an outlet. And we're going to center a TV here, right? So we're going to do like a two-gang, so 4 outlets for sound bar, entertainment, everything for 72-inch TV. And then we're going to have outlets, obviously, like 6 feet off this corner, 6 feet off this corner, one in the center. This is going to be a barn door, so this is just going to be drywall. And then the barn door is going to slide over, so we're not going to do any outlets or any switches or anything over here. This room is just going to stay rough also. So we're just going to center 2 keyless here, add a keyless in here to a single pole switch, because this could be a room down the road, a bedroom or something like that. But right now it's just going to be a storage room, stay a storage room. So single pole switch barn door, 3-way over there to here, single pole for the hall, and then, you know, to code outlets all the way around. And we got to really light up this corner, so we're adding quite a bit of keyless. We're going to have a 30-inch door here, going to a 20-inch vanity, toilet, and a shower. And then this is where it gets really tricky. I'm actually curious to see how this is going to turn out. The whole ceiling in here is just going to be dry fall black. So we're just going to delete everything from view, because you can see we have like a midget wall here. We have a 7-foot wall here, and we don't want to mess with this plumbing or whatever. So it's just all going to kind of be open. So, and customer didn't want a vanity light, so we're not doing a vanity light. We're going to do a GFI, and then the switch will be here when we actually have this wall framed. I got to wait for my HVAC guy to move this over because it's clearly in the way of the bathroom of the original print from the home builder. So yeah, we're just going to put a big center light in here. So we're just going to have a fan and a light because it's a nice small bathroom. Customer didn't want a vanity light. Yep, that's where we're at with this. Electricians come tomorrow. And then we're also going to extend all the ductwork because all the registers just go to the center of the room. We're going to extend them all to the outside walls since this is going to be like livable space. Instead of the heat being dropped there, the air conditioning being dropped there, we're going to carry it to the outside walls. And yeah, and then the only thing that's really getting drywall is anything you see in this room. Drywall and trim. Like, so the back sides of that room will just be open studs. Back side of this utility room will be open studs. That's why we're actually not even adding outlets or anything, because we can just pull the power from it and add them if they want them. So, but yeah, we're going to have LVP all the way down this hall. It's going to 45. This will all be LVP. And then there's going to be a nice smooth transition 45 over here to a kitchenette. Forgot to say that too. So no plumbing, but we're going to drop a ice maker water line right here. So got a shut off there. We can turn it off, drop it down the wall. Nice ice maker. They're going to do kind of a retro 50s look, little 25 wide 17 cubic fridge, but we're going to still leave space for a 36 just in case if they sell the house or whatever happens, you could still get a full-size fridge. And then we're just going to do an 8-inch kitchenette bench. So like a 15 cabinet, 2 30s, and then a wastebasket 15, and then just some decorative shelves. But yeah, it's going to be nice. And then if they're going to have a couch here and stuff, to plug in phones or running outlets into the columns. I think I went over that. But that's our update over here. So we just got framing so far. This is our framing update. And framing's technically not even done, but you can at least see it kind of up to shape now.